The sun. It feels warm on the skin and nice to the emotions. And honestly, sometimes we don't get enough of it. It's funny how something as simple as going outside in the morning can make you feel wonders. It's something so small, yet you rarely feel it because your mind won't stop running around in a circle, making sleep impossible until you give out at 4 a.m., only to wake up at 1 or 2 p.m. when there's only a couple hours of sunlight left, and even that isn't as nice and warm or as soft as it is in the morning. So, on the rare occasions that you are able to awake in the morning and enjoy and bask in the sun's rays, you do as much as possible because you don't know when it'll be the next time you can coax yourself out of the house during the day to feel the warmth you lack inside. And let me tell you, it feels so nice. The feeling of the sun's warm rays washing over your skin after a long period of living in the night feels better than almost every other physical sensation you have ever felt, and you never want it to end. So you spend an hour or two walking aimlessly around your neighborhood, letting the warmth of the air fill you up and remind you of the countless hours and days you spent walking these streets, both for health and exercise, but also texting the one you thought might give you a chance before anyone else, or the hours you spent on the phone with the first woman you ever loved, and you're reminded about how warm she made you feel with just the slightest touch or gesture, and, well, that's a warmth that's been long forgotten and has been degraded by the sands of time. So now you're here alone, and using the sun as a way to replace the warmth she once gave you. After a little bit of walking, you decide to sit down by the lake and write about how it feels and how you never want it to end. Sitting in the seat that has nothing but sun, you feel better and warmer, looking at your pale skin and remembering the time it used to be a nice tan color due to all the sun you're getting when you would leave school with a close friend and mess around outside. And now looking at it, you're just glad it's getting sun once more. But everything must come to an end, sadly, and so you head back into your house, filled up with the warmth and light of the sun, and you hope that it'll last you till you're able to come out once more and soak up the rays of Earth's life once again. Odio. It's amazing what just a few months' time can do to someone. A few months ago, you were writing about how you haven't felt the sun in a few weeks, and how feeling it for the first time in a while made you so happy and filled you with warmth, and that you never wanted it to end and you never wanted to go back inside. And now here you are, spending basically every day outside, enjoying a new hobby that, quite honestly, was just something you started on a whim, and you ended up really enjoying it. Maybe because the hobby itself, or maybe because it gave you an excuse and an actual reason to be outside in the sun. But whichever the reason it is, it doesn't matter to you. You just feel good getting so much sunlight. It feels good to be accustomed to it and not surprised every time you feel it. It feels good to see that familiar tan color come back to your skin that once was so prominent when spending time with friends back in school. And it feels good not to be as upset over the past or one person's actions against you, because you realize there's so many other things more important to focus on. And so here you are, a few months later, and you've overcome something that used to drag you down and make things seem so bleak. You're happier, you're more fulfilled, you're surprised how something as small as sunlight can make such a huge impact. And above all, you have a different outlook on life. You now see the importance in the small things, basic human fundamentals, and how it's best not to let something bad happen for too long, because it can quickly and silently get out of hand and make it too hard to handle for one simple person. So to anyone watching this, go get some sunlight. There's no telling what it can do for you and how it can improve your life. Oddio.